Good morning, all of you. Welcome to English language class, and today we will read chapter 12, the future tense. And in this chapter, we will learn about simple future tense. In simple future tense, we always use will or shall with first form of verb. So let's begin the chapter with an exercise. Here you have to think of some of the things that you want to do during your next long vacation, that is upcoming vacation in future, and you have to make a list of at least 4 such things. Instead of 6, you can write 4 such things and make a list here. First example is given to you: I shall learn swimming, and rest of the sentence you have to make on your own. And remember, always use shall with first person and use of will with second or third person. So in this way you can complete this exercise as your homework. Now let's move on. Notice the verb in these sentences. See the first one. Rania will swim with a friend. Rania, third person, where we are taking name of any person, is a third person, so we'll be using will. Second one is I shall swim with Rania. So here I, first person, we have learned that we always use shall with first person. Now the verbs in these sentences are in a simple future tense. A verb that talks about an action that will take place in the future is said to be the simple future tense. Simple future always talks about an event that is yet to happen or will happen in the very near future and will become a regular phenomena. Example: Rania will swim with a friend. The action of swimming is going to happen in very near future, and where we can see the possible outcome of an action, where we can find some possibility of action. Example: if she is free, Rania will swim with her friend. Now let's learn some uses of simple future tense. First one, see. We can use shall or will with the first form of verb, that is the root form of verb, to form a sentence. Example: Rania will swim with a friend. Here shall or will plus not, if added not with shall or will with the first form of verb, that is the root form of verb, the sentence can be converted into negative form. That is, Rania will not swim with her friend. Shall or will plus subject plus the root form of the verb can form an interrogative sentence. Like, if we use will, if you replace will with the subject and place will before the subject, that is Rania, will form an interrogative sentence. For example, will Rania swim with a friend? So in this way you can form interrogative sentence. Shall is always used with I and we. For example, I shall eat that entire pizza and we shall eat biryani to celebrate. And will always used with she, he, they, it and nouns. We can also call it will can always be used with third person. For example, she will capture the dragon. Sunny will land on Mars tomorrow. Now let's come to the exercise, that is exercise A. Complete the paragraph using the simple future forms of the verb that is given in bracket. Let's do the first one for you. I shall plant more trees. As we have learned, we always use shall with first person I. So here we'll be writing I shall plant with the first form of verb plant will remain plant as an action for more trees. I shall plant more trees. And this way you can do the rest of the sentences, complete rest of the fill-ups. Now come to the next exercise, that complete the sentences with the verb that is in the simple future tense. Here also you have to do the same thing. The train will. Train is the third person. We are talking about the train, that is the third person. So you will be using will. The train will stop at the station. The teacher will take her class soon. So in this way, similarly, you can complete rest of the sentences. Now let's move on to the next one, that is exercise C. Complete the sentences with the help of some simple future forms of the verb given in the brackets. One I'll be doing for you. I am afraid. I shall. Here again we'll be using shall with I. I am afraid I shall not be able to go to school tomorrow. Next is, since it is raining heavily, the meeting will not take place today. So these are the negative forms of sentences by using shall or will with negative form of the verb given in the bracket using not. Now let's move on to the next exercise, that is exercise D. Here you have to complete the sentence with the help of the verbs that are given in the brackets in a simple future tense. Again, the first one is I shall. Will our team, yes, the first one is will our team win the match? We have to form interrogative sentences by beginning the sentence with the helping verb, that is shall or will. And in the same way you can complete rest of the sentences. Second one, let's see the second one also. When did you arrive? When will you? So here we'll be writing when will you arrive in Australia? So now you can complete rest of the sentence on your own. Come to the next one, that is rewrite these sentences in simple future tense. You are given some sentences, simple sentences, present tense or a past tense, and you have to convert them into the simple future tense. Now let's do the first one. I waved to my sister. And to convert into future tense, I will write it like this. I shall wave. When we'll use shall with I, so here waved will become a first form of verb, that is a root form of verb wave. I shall wave to my sister. And rest of the sentence you can do it as your homework, children. We always use I shall or we shall plus verb to talk about what we are planning to do in the future. For example, I shall open my birthday present tomorrow. Here we have used I shall for the planning that I am going to do in my future. Now second one, we shall get a new car next year. Again showing the planning for the future. We also use shall I or shall we with the verb to make suggestions. For example, shall I make you a sandwich? It's a suggestion. Yes, please. Shall we have fish and chips for dinner? Again, a suggestion. Oh, yes, good idea. So, we have seen that we can use I shall, we shall for future planning, and shall I or will I, or shall we or shall I for giving some suggestion or for making some suggestions. Here we can see some more rules. For example, I shall go by train tomorrow, or we shall go by train tomorrow. I shall not go by bus, or we shall not go by bus. Shall I get your ticket, or shall we get you a ticket? Some important points to be remembered is that we don't often use shall with you, they, she, he or it with the third person, and we sometimes say shan't, that is the compacted form of, it is a contracted form of shall not. Instead of shall not we use shan't. Now let's do an exercise with I shall, we shall plus verb for future. Look and write. Let's use shall plus verb. The first one is already done for you. That is, I dance tomorrow, I shall dance tomorrow. See the next one. We not play tennis. So here we have to make using shall or will with not play tennis with a negative form of verb. So here we have to make a negative sentence. So the sentence will be made like this: we shall not play tennis next Tuesday. And the tick one is the correct one, means affirmative sentence. We shall get a fish next month. Again, where the cross you can see, you have to make a negative sentence, means I shall not buy a cake tomorrow. Use of shall not. Now see the next one. We have to write some suggestions. The first one is I get a drink. Look at the example. Shall I get you a drink? Next one is I open the window. Shall I open the window? A suggestion. We help you with your shopping. Shall we help you with your shopping? Fourth one is we go to the cinema tomorrow, or shall we go to the cinema tomorrow? We visit the zoo next Wednesday. Shall we visit the zoo next Wednesday? So in this way, we can make sentences of some suggestions. Now the last exercise, here you have to plan, you have to write your plans for the next weekend, and the words are I shall and I shan't, and this you have to do on your own as your homework. So that's all in this chapter. Thank you.